we got the Toledo Rockets traveling to number 8 Notre Dame. Now Toledo started the season 1-0 last week. Carter Bradley, their starting quarterback, went 8 of 12, threw for 183 yards and a touchdown. Daquan Finn had 9 carries for 82 yards and a touchdown, and Devin Maddox ended up with 2 catches, 91 yards, and you guessed it, a single touchdown. Now, Toledo has never played Notre Dame, so we don't have any of those stats there, but we do know what happened last week for Notre Dame, and Notre Dame was barely able to escape Tallahassee with a win. It was very difficult. They started the season 1-0, obviously, but they had to go to overtime, and it got a 41-38 win in overtime over FSU. Now, Jack Cohn had a very good day. He went 26 of 35, threw for 366 yards and 4 touchdowns and a pick. Kyron Williams did not have the best day, despite a lot of people hyping him up as one of the best running backs in the NCAA this year. He had ended up having 18 carries for 42 yards. Michael Mayer, on the other hand, their tight end, ended up having a pretty solid day with 9 receptions for 120 yards and a touchdown. But he did end up having some costly drops in that ending against FSU, where if they had lost that game, you could have looked back at those 2 drops that he had and thought that was the difference in the game. This game's going to be a Peacock. Notre Dame's only favored by 16.5 points in this game. It's a little bit weird. Toledo looked really good. I mean, they looked really good last week, but, I mean, this is still Toledo we're talking about. This is Notre Dame. I understand Notre Dame did not look the best on FSU. I mean, FSU gave them a game. But I think a lot of people are, talking about how, bad FSU was, how bad Notre Dame was that FSU almost upset them. I took the opposite from it. FSU was impressive. But Notre Dame was impressive. They were impressive. I thought their Jack Cohn was not that good of a quarterback. Man, was I wrong. That man was an absolute stud out there playing QB. He made that one mistake with the pick, but other than that, he was absolutely looked almost perfect. He was a godsend for this Notre Dame team that really needed another quarterback since Ian Book left in the draft. I love Toledo. I really do. It's one of my favorite MAC teams. But just the fact is, Toledo's not a good enough team to beat Notre Dame on its best day and Notre Dame's worst. So it's just, I expect Toledo to blow them out of the water. I expect Notre Dame to blow Toledo out of the water. Give me Notre Dame to not only win this game, but to cover the spread as well.